It's a beautiful Saturday morning and the world is waking up. Only a few kilometres from the busy city centre, there's an oasis for many different walks of life. Known throughout the world for its gorgeous beaches and mighty bronzed bodies, Bondi Beach is a place anyone can call home. And it seems the more eccentric, the better. Meeting at the outdoor gym, locally known as Dimitri's office, this is one special group like no other.
Hey, you left it last night at my house. Put it on, mate.
Headed for a section of the beach that is not for the faint-hearted, this group comes down here to challenge every inch of their being. This rocky cliff section of North Bondi is known as Ben Buckler. Meeting every Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, this group is full of well-oiled machines.
At the top of the rope, it's about 8 metres off the ground, and the ground is jagged rocks. It's not like a gym where you've got soft padding. It can be very dangerous.
To climb up a couple of stories and then look down, and you know, it's not nice when you look down.
Okay, anybody climbing? Who's climbing? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh!
Marcus might, yeah. You reckon? Yeah. I look kind of close.
Rope is a very old exercise, climbing rope. In Russia, every wrestling gym or every school, they used to have a rope. Rope is a good fitness exercise.
Ready, Johnson? Ready. 3, 2, 1, go! Fair start.
This friendly yet competitive environment is one that is not for the faint-hearted.
Oh! Dimmer. Johnson, you're in the lead. Johnson hadn't won.
What's Johnson?
Oh! Lead the whole way. It was your last.
Oh, that was a turnaround.
The good guys stick around. Not good guys, I don't let them stick around. With me there is no political correctness. If you're a fuckwit, I tell you you're a fuckwit without trying to be the way it is. It's not like that's why people stick. People who can handle it, they stick around because that's how it is. And over the years, it used to be one rope. But then it becomes like it doesn't accommodate everybody enough. And it's somebody who get into it. It's addictive.
Dimitri's the boss. He started it. It's his thing. He's a Russian Special Forces instructor, ex-Russian Special Forces. This is how they train in Special Forces, with a rope. It's the most extreme form of training. He started it 15 odd years ago. Guys come to climb from all over the world.
Spending the early 80s in the Russian Special Forces Paratroopers Division, it's no wonder Dimitri has strong views on respect.
People who have respect and discipline, you don't need any rules. There is only one rule. Whatever Dimitri says goes. But I don't need to say people. I guess as I said, I don't keep quality people. What they call quality people. They have. It doesn't matter whether you can climb 10 times, you can have half the time. Everybody is the same, and there is respect.
What started with only a few quality mates has grown dramatically.
We used to put it up in the park on Dover Heights. That I think it's called. I'm not sure what. I think it's called Dudley Reserve. They're the one overlooking the harbour. We used to put it over the swing. And they used to come one or two. None of the guys who used to start with me, used to climb with me originally, they don't really come around. They don't come around anymore. They have other things.
We get the New York Barbarians here. We get the LA Venice Beach guys. We get guys from Moscow, from Brussels, from Odessa, from Kiev, all over the world. Singapore, guys come from all over the world to test their strength.
Has there been anyone injure themselves, or have you ever injured yourself?
No one who knows what they're doing has ever injured themselves. Occasionally we get some amateurs, but that doesn't happen anymore because Dimitri's put very strict qualification requirements in before anyone can. Yeah, that's it. But you just throw them in the ocean. So there's very strict requirements. In order to climb the rope, you have to know someone, and then you have to be able to do 20 pull-ups, because that's just a safety thing. This is fantastic because it's all about nature. It's all organic. You've got the ocean, the sky, the rocks, and it's just that thing out there. That is the largest living thing on the planet. That's the Pacific Ocean, and the energy coming from that can be harnessed to your own training.
Go. Michael might just almost drop.
it stops being training and it just becomes a lifestyle existence type of thing. So every day you're always thinking about any body part you need to train more or less. You're always thinking about nutrition, about rest, about avoiding injury. And I think the one key point is just training at extreme intensity for as long as possible, but not too long, every single day to keep everything activated.
3,
That's funny, Johnson.
2, 1, climb!
What fuck?
Amid all this laughing and joking, there is quite a fierce competition.
Solid calluses on your hands, but you know the great thing about rope is it works pretty much every part of your body, from your fingertips right down to your lower back, lats, core, everything. So it's a total workout, and it shreds everything and weaves in all the muscles.
Currently holding the official Guinness World Record for rope climbing, Marcus is well respected.
The official Guinness World Record for rope climb is measured over 5 metres, and you have a 60-second time limit. This is the standard world record, and I broke it on the Guinness World Records TV show. It was about 4 years ago, and they had a 5-metre rope set up. You get a 60-second time limit. The rope goes down to the ground, you're sitting on the floor, and then you start. 60-second starts, and it's how many times you can go up and down the rope in that 60-second time limit. The rope is measured off in 1 metre increments, and after 60 seconds I managed to do 5.5 reps, which is 25 plus 2.78 metres, 27.78 metres. That record has stood for 4 years now. We didn't even know there was a world record. We just came here to train for fun. It was all about having fun, and that fun turned into intensity. So it was a natural, organic process of extreme training with top guys from all over the world. So it was never about breaking a world record, and we tested ourselves and we could smash it, so we just did it. We never set out to break any world records. We just set out to train outdoors, in nature, and have fun. That's the bottom line. Go!
Oh, get set!
Come on! Come on! The dancer versus the killer.
Where's your microphone?
Oh, Johnson! Oh!
Nice one.
Ballet wins.
Marcus, no one. You know why? 23, yeah? Shorter.
I need to do it. It's a drive. If I'm not here for some reason, I scratch at the door. I have to be here. So it's vital. You know, it's a vital part of my growth and development. You know, like I say, spiritually, you know, mentally, as far as the movement is concerned, cognitively, very, very important.
This vital growth is something felt amongst all the rope community.
More spiritual, like you need to learn how to use breath, because if you hold the breath, it's holding hard of yourself. Oxygen is a friend when you climb. So really it's being still relaxed. I know it's hard to imagine how can such a brutal sport you can still relax, but you really need to stay relaxed so the oxygen can go through your body, help you to climb better.
I'm here with veteran rope climbers, Calvin and Johnson, and this just goes to show how diverse the rope community is, because Calvin is an expert in the Russian martial arts Sistema. He's like a top instructor, and that shows one element. All martial artists, they all climb rope to get extreme strength in every part of their body, and Calvin's a great example of that. He's respected all over the world for his martial arts techniques. On the other hand, I've got Johnson here, who's a professional ballet dancer, and he has the ability to coordinate every single muscle in his body to the ultimate degree, and this shows how the diversity of rope goes just from like extreme violence and aggression and control of human beings to culture and art and just all sorts of really fine sort of finesse, creative pursuits. That's what it's all about.
I won't lie to you, it's actually fairly traumatic when you start the rope climb. There's a lot of fear involved. It hurts. I first asked one of the guys after my first climb, I said that my arms are killing me, my elbows are sore. You know, how long do I have to put up with, you know, this for? And he said, yeah, you have to keep putting up with it. You know, your body learns to adapt, but emotionally, you learn to adapt. So you start to look at hardship in a different way. So I actually really kept on with the rope as more of a spiritual practice than anything else. You know, people think of it as you're just using your arms. No, your whole body has to be in a conversation with itself. Climbing the rope is about flow. The rope climb itself should actually be quite relaxing. That's what we find. We've had Ironmen come here, and they've jumped on, and after one climb, they're totally spent. But if you look at some of the guys here, they'll do 10, 15, 20 climbs consistently, you know, and then they'll go off and they'll do 15 sets of chin-ups. So it's about internal mastery, physically, mentally, and then coupling the two. To pass. I was good. Because you were actually higher on the rope, didn't just reach up and past you and over. It was a good race.
Good race.
Excellent race.
A lot to me because it's a fierce challenge. It's harder, obviously it's a lot harder than it looks like, and I've never really experienced such challenge, and which excites me. I want to just, you know, take on challenge, overcome it, be bad at it. It means, it is what drives me to get up every day in the morning. Emotionally,
Psychologically, spiritually, romantically, organically, to a level beyond that which human beings are normally capable of. And that's why we have such a strong bond here amongst the guys, as we experience levels of intense physical training, and especially the girls who come and train here too. Extreme levels of physical training beyond human expectation.
This sheer determination and drive has created a very strong bonded community around the ropes.
Well, when I think of the core group, I think of about 10, 15. When it's very cold out here, winter, the waves are halfway up the cliff, it's raining and it's freezing, there's usually about 5 or 6 of us. And it's those days that really test you. You know, the days when you look out the window, the sky's black, it's freezing, you're in a tracksuit, you get here, you're freezing cold, and then you have to strip off to start climbing. Those are the days in which you really experience the most growth. When you lead yourself into something that you know is not pleasant, but you know by carrying it out you'll reap benefits. But you know, it's learning to look at hardship and adversity in another way. It's internal development. Yes, your body grows, but in order for your body to grow, your mind has to be one step ahead, and you grow into where your mind allows you to be. So it's huge, and the people who are open to that process, you form a bond. So we have a brotherhood, and we also have a sisterhood. We do have women come and join us. Occasionally people bring their families, but as you say, it's a very strong bond, very close knit community.
Having trained with the guys for over 6 months, Alison has always felt respected and encouraged.
But I've never been made to feel uncomfortable. I find the guys are really respectful. If anything, they're nicer to me than they are to everyone else, and they let me go ahead and all that sort of thing. So yeah, it's really good. And whenever there are girls down here, they always encourage them to get involved and stuff. Like all the guys here seem to just be really focused on getting fit and being active and enjoying the outdoors. So it's be careful. I've had some nice rope burn on my legs a few times if I've been wearing short shorts. So yeah, you've got to just control it on the way down. But yeah, it's a lot easier than going up. So.
Control and mental preparation are the key elements to preventing injury.
You have interesting moments, but it's about finding yourself and finding that level of control and breathing and smooth, fluid movement. You know, muscular, chaotic movement is not going to get you up, but it will get you down very, very quickly, and probably not in contact with the rope, so you don't want that.
Running like a clock every Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, Dimitri feels this is one of the most consistent informal group activities available in Bondi.
It's a set activity. Like people come and do swimming squat, or people go for a bike ride, or people go running squat. It's just a set up activity. Something is just said. The thing is the other thing is about it that this is probably the most stable thing that ever happened in Bondi Beach, because it goes like a clock. I don't think there is anything else that happening on Bondi Beach that goes with that regularity for so many years. It's probably my whatever discipline or whatever, but it's been going for many years like a clock. No matter what, look, if it's raining or it's like sometimes the ocean can be too high and it goes that. But generally, it's just people just know it's there. No matter, you can go somewhere. You can be away for 6 months, for a year. You come back. You don't need to ring anybody up. You know that on those days you can come and you can do rope. That probably also makes it like for some people like a church service in the church for every Sunday, whatever. People know it's just there. They don't need to check if they're going to be a service in their church. They go there. That's how it is. The only thing I do need to say regularly is who carries the rope and who brings it back. That's it. That I have always have to look. Okay, guys, you get the rope. You get the rope. That's all.
Yvette De Stoop, UTS News.